Terra 2.0 is officially live as the new Pheonix mainnet. The teams have come together to not just fork Terra, but create a brand new blockchain, a new Genesis block. And in today's video, we're going to cover everything you need to know about Terra 2.0. Creating a new blockchain was the easiest part of this whole thing. They have a monumental task of rebuilding community trust, so let's get into a few things. We're going to go over how the airdrop was calculated and distributed to different users, how to buy, sell, and stake your Luna if you're interested, as well as what the future of the Terra ecosystem is starting to look like. What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I am Crypto with Nick, and it's been a few weeks since we've chatted. I went ahead and took a few vacations, took a small break from crypto, but I'm back at it again. My goal is to always bring you the latest news and the best DeFi strategies across all these different ecosystems, so let's get in today about Terra 2.0. So here it is, the Terra ecosystem revival plan. I found this pretty cool graphic from the Terrians Twitter account. So basically here at a summary, what they did is they took the previous Terra blockchain and now that's renamed as Terra Classic. And then what we have here is a brand new blockchain known as Terra. So I don't know why they call it necessarily a fork chain. It's not a fork, it is a new blockchain completely, but what we have here is two new chains that will coexist. At a very high level, this is how the timeline went and how we got Terra 2.0. There was a proposal put out to governance, and within just 10 days, the proposal had passed with a few amendments, and then we had a brand new blockchain and network launch on May 27th. And here we have the official Terra Money Twitter account. Block 1 of the new Terra blockchain with an ID Pheonix 1 has risen from the ashes and has been produced at 6 a.m. This is UTC on May 28th. If you come over here to the Terra Station wallet, you can see here Terra 2.0 is at the top. What we see here is that 1 billion freshly minted Luna tokens, 328 million of them are in a community pool, as well as 54% of them are staked right at the get-go. If we come over here to the left navigation and we click on our wallet, you will see new Luna that has been airdropped. We have a cool new logo. You'll see some new Luna in your wallet as well as your vesting schedule. So let's dive into how the Luna distribution work in the tokenomics. So the way that they decided to airdrop new Luna to users was essentially through two different snapshots. There was a pre-attack snapshot, which essentially was before the UST death spiral and everything imploding, as well as a post-attack snapshot to kind of reward users who continue to secure the network in the meantime. So you can see here the first one was on May 7th before everything. The last snapshot was on May 26th, right before that new network launch. The way that the Luna distribution worked was that the Luna really tried to reward smaller retail wallets over whale wallets, and that's kind of reflected here in the different vesting periods. So number one here is you have the community pool, right? And that's a 30% allocation. And then number two here is pre-attack Luna. So anyone who's holding Luna on Terra Classic, right, that's been renamed to LUNC Luna. And that's going to be about 35% of the new allocation. And what this means is if your wallet held less than 10,000 Luna, you got 30% of your Luna unlocked immediately at Genesis, meaning that's already in your wallet. You're free to do what you want with it. The next 70% is vested over 2 years with a 6-month cliff. What a cliff means is that you won't vest anything for that 6-month gap, and then after that, you'll vest per block. But what's really cool here is that if you held over 10,000 Luna, but less than 1 million Luna, right? You have a 1-year cliff, meaning anyone who's essentially a whale would not be able to sell their Luna for up to 1 year. And if you had over 1 million Luna, again, a 1-year cliff, but a vesting of 4 years. We have some people here for pre-attack AUST. These are people who deposited in Anchor Protocol who had AUST as their receipt token. They're going to get 10% of this pool. Again, 30% unlock at Genesis, 70% vested over 2 years with a 6-month cliff. And then finally here, we have post-attack Luna and post-attack UST. These are people who were still holding at that last snapshot, right? That post-attack snapshot right before the network launch, right? These are weighted a little bit less, only 10% for post-attack Luna compared to something like 35%. And then we have 15% UST. The reason why it's probably 15% UST and why you see 10% AUST is remember, AUST was actually valued more than UST, right? AUST appreciated it against its UST. So now let's come back over here to the Terra Station wallet, right? Let's go a little bit deeper on what we can actually do with our Luna today. And if you're enjoying this video, hit that like button, consider subscribing. It truly helps with the YouTube algorithm and it would mean the world to me. Anyways, let's get back into it. So in my wallet, I have about 118 Luna, as well as 277 vesting. And we can see here that the release date between November 23rd, 2022, as well as May 22nd, 2023, right? I'm going to get 69% more Luna, which is going to account for 25% ratio. And then below that, I have another vesting date, right? May 22nd, 2023 up until November of 2024, right? I'm going to get another 207 Luna, and that's going to be 75% of it. We see 3 and 4 here blank. These are snapshots I didn't qualify for, so I don't have anything vested here, but if you do, you would see them here. So in my wallet right now, I can buy, sell 118 Luna, what I'm investing 277 Luna. But what's cool is if we come over here to the stake tab, we can see here that I have 277 Luna delegated or staked with validators, and they're earning me rewards, meaning this entire time, even though I can't buy and sell my vested Luna, they are actually staked and they're earning me additional rewards. By default, all Luna was equally distributed amongst all validators, and so I would encourage you to see what validator you're staked with and see if you still want to continue to do that, because even though it's vested, right, you still want to make sure you're getting the most out of it. So if we come over here to this delegation, you can just click on it and you can see that my default delegator was actually in Sapient nodes. It could be much different than yours. We can click on it, we can check it out. Right now, they're charging me a 6% commission. They have the ability to make 1% daily max changes up to 20% in total. Commission is important because out of the rewards that I'm getting, I'm going to essentially pay this delegator 6%. And usually most delegators have some sort of commission because it helps them run the cost of their validator node. But if we come over here and on the stake side, right, we can see all the different validators that are available, right? We can go ahead and click this commission button. You're going to see a lot of 0% right now. And that's because people are fighting for your Luna and they want you to come stake with them. But you do have to check out some things. So if you look at something like King Super, right, they have a 0%, but they can make a max daily change 20% per day. Now, the max that they can ever do is 20%. So whenever they're ready, this is going to happen all at once, as opposed to one of the validators that I was with, Sapient. Remember, that was just a 1% per day. So it would take them 20 days to put that kind of configuration in place. So if you're looking to change delegators, I'm looking at something like all nodes. What we can do is we can come over here. We can see that there's an option to re-delegate. You'll notice that 21 days must pass after the transaction to delegate to another validator again. So make sure you're not hopping around. Make sure this is the one that you want or whichever one that you choose. But you'll see here, it says from Sapient nodes. It will obviously go into this one of all nodes. What I can do is just click here, it will max, and then I can submit it if I want to move my Luna to a new delegator. I also want to show you another delegator that I like. If we come over here at stake, we can come back to the search bar. We can search Dankuar, a really popular YouTuber and advocate for the Terra community. He has his own community run delegator, which is pretty cool. We can see here that the current commission, just 5%. They can do 1% each day and up to a 10% max total. In the past, when I made videos like this on staking, right, I didn't really give enough emphasis to something such as voting power and going over it. So voting power is very important because it's how governance is decided through this blockchain. And this was really important a few days ago when people were deciding what should we do with Luna? What should we do with UST? Should we launch Terra 2.0? So the validators with the most votes held the most power. So just come over here, consider before you delegate if you want to give that validator more power or if you want to choose something else, totally up to you, just something to keep in mind. So by now, most people want nothing to do with the Terra community. They said, cool, thanks for the free tokens. Where do I dump them? Don't worry, if you're not bullish at all, I got you. Basically, every major exchange in the world is supporting the new Luna airdrop, meaning if you held tokens on their exchange, you're going to get some reward distributions, as well as just spot trading, right? So that way you can buy and sell. So for example, here, we come over here to something like KuCoin, right? KuCoin already has a Luna USDC pair. They also have USDT. It looks like the current price right now, it's about $5.60. And so, you know, you can come over here, transfer your Luna and dump it if you want. The hard part right now is there's no DEX on chain to buy and sell Luna. For example, people used to use Astroport, right? But they do have some things coming. We'll dive into that soon. One of the most common questions I'm getting is, what if I bridge Luna, or what if I've used Anchor on the Avalanche ecosystem? So we can see here that if you did bridge Luna to these different ecosystems, like for example, Avalanche via Elixir or Wormhole, right? You will still qualify, but you can see here, it's going to be out of the community pool and it's going to be at a later date. Remember when we looked at the Luna token distribution, we could see here that the community pool was going to get 30% allocation and 300 million Luna, so it's going to come out of this. We can also see the different projects that are being supported at Genesis, right? Everything from Astroport, Mars, Aperture, we have things like Nexus, all the way down here, we even have Osmosis, a part of the IBC, right? So pretty much if you held Luna and UST anywhere in the cosmos, you're probably good to go. On most exchanges, they're going to support it. A few aren't, but that is what it is. Remember, not your keys, not your crypto. Always make sure to hold your assets, probably best on chain. I think what the most frustrating part is for a lot of people is that you can't actually buy and sell on chain right now, right? So we used to use things like Astroport or TerraSwap. So none of that exists right now because it's a new Genesis blockchain. Those projects have to relaunch rather than just forking. But there is a new project coming, a new DEX. It's going to be called Pheonix, which is going to build from the ashes and provide us a new decentralized exchange to buy and sell Luna. You can see here their plan is to be the first decentralized exchange built for Terra 2.0. This is composed of previous Terra native engineers with extensive DeFi experience, so I think you expect us to see this pretty soon. Something to keep in mind is the trading pairs. So you guys remember, in the new Terra 2.0 ecosystem, there's no more UST. That is gone. And so what they're going to do is pair up their stablecoins with things like USDC, USDT, right? Bitcoin, ETH, right? So you'll still be able to trade among different trading pairs, but UST is done and gone. So what Do Kwon has done is thrown up the bad signal. He has asked for everyone in the Terra community to pledge their support and signal if they plan on continuing to build on Terra 2.0. Let's dive into the projects who plan on supporting Terra 2.0, as well as some projects that have decided to find new homes elsewhere on new chains or build their own chains. So first up, we have Astropart that is committing to building on Terra 2.0. They're also going to do a similar snapshot. So meaning if you held Astro tokens, they're going to do a pre-attack snapshot as well as a post-attack to airdrop people new Astros on the new chain. And just a quick rapid fire of some projects that have pledged their support to building on Terra V2. People like Edge Protocol, Pulsar, Nebula, Sigma, Prism. This was actually one of my favorites here. We had the Nexus Protocol. We also had Stater. This with liquid staking. Valkyrie, as well as Aperture. They helped automate the Anchor and Mirror Delta Neutral. Unfortunately though, for projects like Mars Protocol, which I thought was one of the top-notch money markets out there, they did decide to build a new L1 hub in the Cosmos ecosystem. So they're not leaving Cosmos, but they will be building their own chain. The Mars Protocol also has an incoming transmission that they as well will do a pre-attack snapshot, pre-depeg, as well as post-depeg to go ahead and airdrop users tokens on the new platform. We also have Kujiro. This was also one of my favorite applications out there. Really disappointed they're not going to build on Terra 2.0 natively, but I do respect them because instead they also decided to build their own L1 chain in the Cosmos. And that pretty much wraps up everything you need to know about Terra 2.0, how Luna is being distributed to different users, which exchanges will support the airdrop, which exchanges you can buy and sell on. We also talked about all the different projects that have pledged their support for the new ecosystems as well, who have found new homes among the Cosmos. If you have any questions for this video about how to access your Luna, about if you qualified, if you need some support and assistance, be sure to shoot me a message on Twitter, drop a follow, come join my free Discord. The link's right here in bio. We have a great community during the times of when UST and Luna was imploding. I was honestly so thankful to have built such an awesome community that was there to support each other. But anyways, catch you in the next one. Cheers and happy farming.